Hey everybody, what's good? Kyle here. Gotta do a quick one today, I think, so we'll see how it goes. True health can be yours. It can be yours, guys. This one goes out to those that, who've had a lot of physical, issues and challenges, and or I don't like to use words that the medical people use, but if you have any of that sort of stuff, and you don't know about other ways of not alternative, actually the true way of actually getting alternative. I hate that term. Like, they just try to put the natural health people into that box to make them look weird. It's like, no, this is how people have been doing it forever. Okay, so back to nature. So, anyways, this is just my journey. It's not over. It's not, and this is for people to, gauge where I'm at if people are watching these, and right now I'm feeling freaking rejuvenated, man. I'm feeling wonderful. Oh my gosh. Every day, I'm not going to go into it every day, but I just get better and better with everything. So, and this is just mind, body, soul rejuvenation too, because like I always say, like a lot of these foods and lifestyles with the food, but the food mostly will make it a lot harder to really be, in my experience and a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, it's harder to kind of be to think, so your mental stuff, and then I was closed off. My spiritual channels weren't fully open by any means, so so you be the judge. If you guys are still having doubts about any of these things that I do talk to, maybe that can help too. Like, guys, I wouldn't be doing this or making all these videos and be all passionate about this like this if it didn't work. So, and like I said, man, I just can't wait to see what it's like in like a year. I don't know how I could feel like. That's when the real proof's gonna be, I guess, to some these, But this is science. This is true experience. This is true feeling and tuning in, and just so yeah. Quick thing, like, if you guys haven't seen any of my videos before or whatever, or here's just a quick little runoff of quick little wrap of how. Of just my journey. Like, so basically, never had health. I've had issues my whole life on one level or not, and it's I've been organic for like 9 or 10 years, like pretty organic for the most part. Let's see, gluten and dairy free for 8 years. Same thing with the organic, sustainable, grass-fed meat and all that. That's how I was for a while before doing this last 15, 16 months of the raw and the fruit and the fasting and the herbs. And I've done herbs before too. I've always, they've saved my butt, like, for sure. I've always, even back when I was hardcore drug addict way back in the day, I was still doing some herbs, but not. So anyways, I've never had health, and I've basically from one maybe like some of you guys, you changed your diet, or you did some supplements, or I don't know what you did. The supplements never did really jack for me, but personally I wasted a bunch of money on them, but it's like I've had a bunch of times in my life where I've had some pretty gnarly health stuff, and I've always never had true health by any means, but I've changed my diet, right? And, these things will just go away, and you might think you're healed or something, but Nah, I can tell you for a fact you're not. You're not. It just goes deep. You know, some stuff might help, like going vegan or cooked vegan or eating the grass-fed beef or more plant-based or whatever. But for serious stuff, guys, that's what my channel is talking about. And it's also, it's not just for resolving and renewing your resolving your issues, renewing your body and spirit and mind, and you know, it's not just for overcoming these health challenges we might have, but it's also for those that just want to live a more, like I said, a more tuned in my experience, tuned in and just yeah, an even higher level of health, because I've never had anywhere close to health, and this is it, guys. 16 months later, I'm finally getting it. I'm finally getting deep results. Deep. So, and there's just different ways we can do this. There's different, like, everyone has their own case and their own issues, and, you know, and things should not always be approached the same way, but of course, but it's just, this is like what we got to do. It's like if you really want to get well and you're having the physical stuff, okay, gotta move the obstructing, offending, just altered and perverted foods. You gotta just, at some point, for me at least, that's what I've came to, and I've been trying to accept, dealing with this whole 16 months. I'm not, to get true deep healing, I'm talking about healing stuff here, to actually feel, to overcome this type of stuff I was dealing with, you gotta go raw, and you gotta go full 100% pretty much for a long time to really get those results. I can't stress that enough, and it's been my experience so much. 1 year of doing it, it's like, yeah, I got results, but it was taking forever. And amping it up, totally amping it up in ways that you can amp it up. Certain fasting, I'm not advocating any certain types of anything. But for me, this long juice fast, this thing is rocking my world. So like I said, like, let's get, we got to get, because these foods that are acid forming, mucus forming, you want more alkaline stuff in you guys, and that's why a lot of problems issues are occurring. We need to have non-chemical laden, just real, not fake, not tainted. We need living stuff in us, guys. If we're cooking our food all the time, I'm sorry, it's not alive. The life force is missing, and you know, we're not supposed to cook our food. At least not all the time, okay? Because eventually it's gonna. Eventually it might. I mean, the longer this goes on, that's the thing. It hasn't been going on that long. Well, but I get. My point is like. Let's just say the last 200 years, the complexity of how bad it is just getting to such a point where it's like 100 years ago, 50 years ago, and then like every day now is like there's even more of an onslaught on us with the food. The food is a disgrace these days, guys. The food is a disgrace these days, and is absolutely appalling. Get rid of the GMO crap. Stop trying to play God and saying you're trying to feed the world. BS. It's freaking BS, and I studied it for a very long time. I know a lot about it. It's BS. It's not going to save the world. It's a disgusting, horrible, unconscious thing. So trust me, we have all the resources in the world that keep everyone fed and everything. And there's things like greed and power and stuff like that, and people with lacking any empathy. So we have those things that are happening, and sorry, I get super passionate about this. I get revved up, riled up, and But hey, I don't care. So we gotta remove this stuff, guys. And and the best things, like I say, fruits and vegetables. Fruits, if you can handle them, are much more better for getting well faster, and just for feeling that. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. It's not. Come on, it's all these things, all these diseases. I don't like to use their word either, but man, it is. If anything is quackery, that is. I don't care. Call me crazy. I know the truth. So it's just raw, living, plant-based foods, guys. Like I said before in a couple of videos back, you don't have to read no labels, guys. You don't have to read any labels. Like, this stuff gives you energy, and maybe not at first. Maybe you've got a lot of obstructions. It will expose, especially the fruit. It will expose your weaknesses, your challenges in your body. But it's the energy of it. Once you start getting more of this out, you start feeling more and more. When you're on this vibrant, high electrical, magnetic, you're on this. You know when you're running on fruit or veg, especially fruit. You know it. But when you're not, when you're having some hardcore detox stuff, that's because you're having some hardcore detox stuff. Okay? It's not the fruit. There's not too much sugar. It's not giving you feeding. I hate their word, cancer. It's not doing any of that crap. Ridiculous. It's all. Even back, I don't know how many years ago was that. I don't even know, but what's his name said that it's a well-known fact. Alkaline body. Certain things can't live in an alkaline body. I don't like to use their terms. So, boy, I didn't think I was gonna just come get riled up on this one. I didn't think anything, but I'm feeling good. So all these stimulating things, like the cooked food, like even the cooked vegan. No offense, I don't care what your diet is. I'm just saying from my experience, the cooked vegan, the high protein diet, all that stuff. I had a high protein diet for so long. Bad stuff. Horrible. Destroyed my body. Like almost to the point where I felt like it was to no. I mean, it's taken me a long time to build it back, but I'm starting to get like, now it's like, it doesn't even matter. I'm on like a freaking ship. I'm on a freaking. I'm on a jet, just flying towards like just high, energetic, just abundant, just amazing levels of health. And like I said, that's what's going on. So like I said, besides like the body part and the physical stuff, man, this is mind and soul too. It is like, this is like why am I doing this? It's not just for the physical. It's higher than that for me, and I'm trying to do this for others so that they can see where I'm coming from. And like I said, like, I'm not trying to work for a while. I worked during the freaking spring, summer, fall, but mostly summer. But I do that, and then I'm not trying to work. I'm trying to focus on this, and that's all. And so I'm trying to spread this truth, and you can figure out if you think it's true or you don't. That's the beauty of it. You think I'm bullshitting? Pardon my French, but if you do, hey, it's your loss, because this is precious information. It needs to get out there. It's known about, but I wouldn't even say it's that suppressed. It's just like, it is, but so I'm just trying to do this to show people, I'm not like, this isn't an ego thing to like show what's possible or whatever. Like, and it's maybe for myself to just just in a very like sacred way of like alignment or something with myself. But it's not, this is more to like Well, in a sense, it is. It is. I'm trying to remind, like, that's what I'm just trying to give you guys reminders, not even just the diet stuff. If you watch any of my videos, we all need just basic reminders. We do. At least I did. I need to hear the same simple stuff over and over. I'm like, I've been a spacey guy, okay? I'm kind of a spacey guy, but that's gone too. All these things that were just kind of not my true potential, bye-bye, they're gone. All this stuff is just bye. So true health can be yours, guys. And like I said earlier, I'm not going to recommend, especially water fasting, for anyone who's especially really weak and they got certain types of stuff going on, and they need that energy, they need that power from the fruits. I think maybe a fruit juice fast would be more suitable. It just depends, and especially if you don't have like long experience with the water fast. And the setting is everything for that too. Going to some of these places, man, I know at some of these places, no offense to them, but I don't know if I would. It's got to be the right energy. So, but yeah, the power of fasting, and people are just so scared of it. It's just like, look, especially in America, it's like we got a lot of Christians and stuff, and other religions and whatnot, but it's like, well, didn't Jesus talk about fasting? Didn't he preach it? Like, wasn't he trying to show us how to live? I mean, I don't, and people are just afraid of the truth too, and change, of course, and they're afraid of what they don't know, what they don't understand. That's what it is. If you don't have understanding of something, you ain't gonna understand it, So it's just feeling wonderful, guys. I hope you can see it. Hope you can feel it, and hope this benefits someone. Like, yeah, I'm trying to keep them, just a little short. Starting to get a little chilly. Come on, son. I'm not even complaining, because I know how it is for a lot of people. I'm not doing it this time. So basically, if you like this, I've got I guess I have kind of a broad spectrum of topics and videos, sort of, So just like it or comment. I love the comments. I love this. I'm not asking for support, but I am, like, if you have questions, I'm just trying to give back in some way here. So, if you really like it, subscribe, because at the moment I don't think I'm going to stop, and I got some pretty big plans for this year, just with some exciting things. So, what else can I say? I'm just going to close with some, different, sometimes we just need that stillness. Be still, be in the now. Just breathe deep, let go, relax, do these, positive actions, guys. Positive actions are great, but the thing about, like, being in the now is it's more of like it's definitely way more of like a practice than an action. It's more of like a shift, more of like you have the power to just be in the 100% in the present moment all the time. You really do, and it's a blissful thing for most people. Have been there, and a lot of people have gotten there different, like, a lot of people who, like, for example, who are really athletic, like, let's say they're like a bike rider, they do kayaking, or they play baseball, whatever they play, and like they get into that meditative thing where they're not thinking about the past or future, they're just in that zone. And like the challenge with things, it's like sitting down to meditate is really important, but and cool, and not for everyone for sure. But to be able to do that sort of thing as much as you can is where you really start to feel your power that we all hold within us and that is part of us. And it's just about observing the mind. Like I'm just trying to shine some reminders at you guys, because I need this stuff too. Like, we gotta observe the mind, tap into the power, tap in here. Just go. We gotta rise up with our thinking. And stop thinking. Do nothing. And I think I'm gonna do a do nothing video next. So guys, I hope everything's good, and I hope this was short enough. I'm starting to shiver, and I love you all. Bye.